Hey guys, Kevin here. This is for a video about the Freakshow timeline. I wanted to do this video for a long time, and now I got around to it. Late last night, I recorded myself with the lore. I figured, I already knew what it was, but I didn't write it down. I recorded myself and I talked to myself, and I'm just gonna repeat what I said because God, I sound tired in that clip, and also I was not well formulated either now, but not either right now either. So I can't speak, but I'll try to reformulate it the best I can. So let's do this. Okay, Freakshow 1 starts off pretty basic. Is the mom sees an ad on TV with with her kid Michael, and from there, the mom wants to go to the circus, so they go off to the circus. Michael is dropped off, and he goes exploring. He gets kidnapped after he goes into the tent, and then that sets off the events of Freakshow 1. It looks like the ringleader already knows who Michael is, and this will be explained later on, not in this video, but in one of the games in the future. There will be an explanation why the ringleader already knows Michael and why he's important. It's gonna come soon. It's with Freakshow Afterburn. It's gonna be part of that at some point. You'll understand what I mean. It's kind of a DLC thing. So yeah, those are that's part 1. What else is in part 1? We also see ghost kids. The ghost kids are the little blue spiral that speaks to you during the different nights. It helps you. In the last night, it tells you to call a phone number, and if you call that phone number, you'll get through to a different person, which, well, you won't hear the person, but the phone will pick up and end, and we find out the next night that it's a friend of the family that's coming to save your life. So he knocks out the ringleader, stops the ringleader, and then basically you're set free, and he asks to stay behind. Well, he tells you to go on without him. He'll finish up some business. So you finish up your business. Well, he just stays down there, and we don't know what happens to him until part 2. A few other things with part 1 that I didn't mention. In part 1, where's Michael's mom? Michael's mom dies, and she becomes a cat lady, which is the second freak introduced in Freakshow. If I remember correctly, on the first day that you're there at the Freakshow circus, there's only one freak inside the main room, but day 2, day 3, there's the cat lady that got introduced, because the ringleader had to transform her into a human to a freak, and that takes a couple days to transform. So that's why that freak is not there on the couple first days, and then they just get introduced. So Michael's mom becomes a freak cat, which dies later on before the second game begins, so her character is dead by that point. So Freakshow 2, when that rolls around, we see Michael at a police station saying that he was kidnapped by an evil dog thing, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly the words he say. But he was kidnapped. And then Michael just tries to convince his point, but the police just think he's crazy, so they just send him off with foster parents and just presume his mom is dead or ran away or something, because they can't confirm anything that's been said or not. So we get taken 5 years later into the future. Michael's with his foster parents, well, his foster dad, and then they get told, well, he gets Michael a video of his mom that was instructed to be given on his 18th birthday party, and basically she just says sorry, blah blah blah. It's gonna be explained later, and not in Freakshow 2 or 3. It'll be explained also in the DLC. Everything related to the first game will probably be explained in the DLC. And I'll explain that at a different point when the DLC gets closer to being done. Don't want to really spoil anything, so. So Michael gets a jog of memory of, oh yeah, the Freakshow circus exists. So we get him talking to his teddy bear, because Michael's a little psycho now. He talks to his teddy bear, and the teddy bear tells him, wasn't it the circus? Or something like that. I'm the voice actor for the teddy bear. So yeah, something like that. And then Michael goes back to the circus, presuming his mom is maybe there, still alive, or she abandoned him or something. He doesn't know what happened to her. So he goes back to the main ground, and we find the ringleader doesn't know Michael's there, so he's surprised to see Michael's back. And then also we have a new freak, a gray fox kind of wolf. I don't remember exactly what it is. But that's supposed to be the friend of the family from the last game that came to help you. But he was transformed into the freak that we see there and made the ringleader's right-hand man. So that's kind of a cool power, I guess. But usually when you're turned into a freak, you shouldn't have the ability to control what you're doing or anything. You're controlled by the person that made you, which is the ringleader. So, yeah, Michael gets through the different traps of the ringleader. There's multiple puzzles. And when he makes it down to the bottom floor, he gets the ringleader talking to him. And, yeah, the ringleader's just basically taunted him. And then he gets murdered by the new freak, which is the friend of the family. He kills the ringleader, Michael's happy, and basically the new freak just tells him that you ruined his life and everything. And so he goes after Michael. He has no control on what he's doing. He just hates Michael, thinking that Michael is the reason he's a freak. So yeah, basically Michael collects gas and burns the plates down to the ground, causing the fire that's explained in the end of Freakshow 2, which basically says 2 costume entertainers are found, Michael is dead. So Michael is dead. The 2 costume entertainers are the freaks, which the police don't want to say it's actually wolves that are walking around killing people, because that's kind of scary. But if you noticed, I only said there's 2 costume freaks that died, which are the normal freaks. But so the 2 freaks that died are Bozo the Clown, which is the clown, of course, and then the new freak that we just got introduced to. They're dead. As you notice, the ringleader and the invisible freak are not in there. The invisible freak can easily be said as he's invisible, you can't really see him, so he's dead. So the only person that's uncounted in this death count is the ringleader. The ringleader is still alive. I didn't kill him off when the new freak killed him. He's technically still alive out there. What he's doing, I can't really say. I don't know what he's doing, but he's still alive. He's a powerful demon, and that's all I can say. So, yeah, basically the second game ends off every character. The ringleader's left open. Everybody else is considered dead to me. And part 3 will continue the story in the future, and we'll move on with new characters. So I'm happy to show you guys what that's going to be. But also there's something with part 2 I never mentioned. There's these tapes that you can collect throughout the game. They're called the Randy tapes. Basically, we hear on these audio tapes a doctor called Dr. Randy Peterson. And basically, he owns a mental hospital. And we hear that one of his patients are going crazy about a demon dog, as he says it. And basically, the tapes, as they go on, it shows that the guy is getting crazier. He's just saying that everybody's gonna die. The voices in his head's telling him the demon dog is just going crazy. And we don't know why. Like, he's just going crazy. And Dr. Randy Peterson is just trying to make money off of him. Like, maybe he can make a book one day and make money off this crazy man. By the time the 4th tape comes around, we hear everybody is dead at that point, except the character Charles, if I remember Don't remember the name of the crazy patient, but it's Charles if I remember. Basically, he's the only one alive. And basically, he asks if he could have his dead dog back. And then we hear a random voice tell him something gibberish. That's supposed to be the ringleader talking to him. If you reverse the audio, you can hear it's the ringleader's voice or something like that. So you hear it's the ringleader basically promise him, oh yeah, you can have your dog back or something like that. And basically you find out later, if you look at the extras, I'm pretty sure Bozo the Clown is also named Fido, which is the name of the dead dog from Charles or Charlie or something. Charlie Lewis or something. I think it's Charlie. So we find out Charlie's dead dog becomes him. Like, they become one. So yeah, that explains Bozo the Clown, his origin story. I know it makes him more humane, but like, I just thought it was a cool little addition that all the freaks are human at some point. So yeah, that was the lore from the first 2 games off the top of my head that I can name you guys. There is a sequel, Freakshow Afterburn, which takes place after the fire of Freakshow 2. And then we'll have a DLC pack that'll explain the origins of everything, which will have an interesting title that I love the title of it so far. And there will be a new gameplay style that I've never done before, which is, well, I won't say for now, but it's an interesting concept that I'm bringing from video down to game. So we'll see how that turns out, and of course you guys will be updated. Stay tuned, and when the time for the 3rd game comes around with the DLC, I'll make another video like this to explain the timeline and how it adds into this one. So yeah, it was a little crazy tonight. So this was my video explaining the timeline, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, and you like more videos of me explaining my games, I guess, you can say it, and I'll probably do some more, because I have much more game lore that I can talk about, because I go deep down in these details of my games. I love adding details. So yeah, just tell me if you guys like this, and I'll talk to you guys again later. Kevin out. Spork.